Dear students, today I discuss after finishing the unit third first topic, that is instrument analysis of electrochemistry. Then the second topic is spectrophotometry. This is the second topic presenting PhD coursework. What is spectrophotometry? Can you explain the definition about the spectrophotometry? Anybody? No. Okay. Today I discuss the definition of spectrophotometry. It is an instrument which is used for producing any kind of spectrum. Maybe emission spectrum or maybe absorption spectra. All of you know, in graduation level, there are two types of spectra. One is emission spectra and second is absorption spectra. Or emission spectra is also known as another word. Types of third spectra is known as visible or invisible spectra. It is classified in three parts. First, of unknown organic compound, we can detect the types of bond through UV visible spectrophotometer. Second, through IR Spectrophotometer, we can determine the groups, mainly types of functional group. And third is NMR spectroscopy, through which we can determine the types of proton present in unknown structure of any compounds. So, today I discuss about UV visible spectrophotometer and IR spectroscopy. How will you determine the unknown compounds through this spectrophotometer machine? That is UV visible spectrophotometer and second is IR spectrophotometer. So, before discussing, we discuss about the types of instrument present in these two spectrophotometer. One is source of light, second is slit through which we can pass up the light, that is monochromatic light, and third is collimator, lens, and fourth is depression device, that is prism, and last is detector, through which we can detect the types of unknown organic compound or compound through the recorder. And finally we plot the graph for the UV visible, that is types of bond, and second is types of group presenting any unknown compounds, like functional group. हम लोग क्या निकालते हैं? IR से फंक्शनल ग्रुप को निकाल रहे हैं किसी भी कंपाउंड्स का. UV विजिबल से क्या निकालते हैं? टाइप्स ऑफ बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट इन एनी अननोन कंपाउंड्स, लाइक मल्टीपल बॉन्ड, सिंगल बॉन्ड, डबल बॉन्ड, ट्रिपल बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट इन एनी अननोन ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हम UV विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमीटर का यूज करते हैं. इसको यूज करने के लिए इस मशीन में 5 टाइप के डिवाइसेस लगे हुए हैं. फर्स्ट सोर्स, सेकंड स्लीट, थर्ड कोलिमेटर, लेंस, फोर्थ प्रिज्म और डिस्पर्सन डिवाइस, लास्ट इज डिटेक्टर. सो come to the first point, that is source. What is source? There are two types of source. First, for emission spectra. Second is absorption spectra or spectroscopy. First, it is divided into two parts. That is types is emission spectroscopy, and second is absorption spectroscopy. In emission spectroscopy, we can use the sample. We can use the sample itself. And in absorption spectra, we can use the white light, that's monochromatic light. After absorption, we can use the monochromatic light. The part 2 is slit. What is slit? Here is the present types of slit. This is the slit. When we pass a source of light through a slit, only monochromatic light is crossed over through the slit and passed in lens. So slit is radiation coming forms of sources and enter into the slit, then give the fine beams which is passed through the lens or through the prism and gives the fine beam. Third is the collimator, that is types of lens. Collimator is the lens through which we can pass the radiation through collimator got a parallel beam. This is the collimator lens. Here is the collimator lens. And fourth one is the prism or dispersion device. Dispersion device or prism is used to separate the radiation into its constituent frequency for UV visual spectroscopy or IR spectroscopy. Now come to the main point, where you can pass a source of light, that is monochromatic light, which is passed through a slit and cross over lens 1. When this light is passed through the prism, it is separated into more than one number of lines. When it is passed through the lens number 2 and fall on the photographic plane, we can mark the type of the spot. This is the from 1 to 4 devices presenting the UV visible and IR spectrophotometer. Next, come to the detector. What is detector? This is the detector. Here, purely electric current recorded by a self-paying recorder device. Like this is the recorder. Okay. So recorder by self-paying recording device is known as detector. Here, generally, two types of spectrum we can found. One is emission spectra, second is absorption spectra. All of you know in graduate level what is emission spectra. Emission spectra, when a substance of solid or gas heated to a high temperature, a light radiation are emitted. Radiation is called emission spectrum. Emission spectrum is classified in three parts. First is continuous spectrum. Second is light or atomic spectrum. And third is band spectrum. First, we can explain continuous spectrum, where it shows the video, like types of band spectra, color band spectra. For example, light spectrum. Second is line or atomic spectrum. An element containing a number of lines is called line or atomic spectrum. For example, if we take sodium light, or sodium metal, it gives two UNO band spectra. This is a very good example for line spectroscopy or line spectrum or atomic spectrum. And third is band spectrum. The band spectrum, it consists of group of closely spaced lines giving the appearance of broad luminous band, which is called band spectrum. This is the definition of emission spectra, and it is classified into three parts. We already discussed here. Second is absorption spectrum. What is absorption spectrum? When a light source emitted continuous, a spectrum is passed through absorbing substance and then observed through a spectroscopy. A certain colors of wavelength are missing, which leave dark lines. A spectrum is called absorption spectra. So, come to the main point. How we can detect the bond through invisible spectroscopy and functional group through IR spectroscopy. So, first of all, you can take a sample. Suppose आपको अननोन सैंपल का एनालिसिस करना है, जिसमें टाइप्स ऑफ बॉन्ड निकालना है और उसमें मौजूद क्रियात्मक समूह को कैलकुलेट करना है, तो हम इस इंस्ट्रूमेंट का यूज करेंगे यूजिंग इनविजिबल एंड IR स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी को. First of all, we can take source of light. That is denoted by the symbol S, source of light. When source of light is passed through lens 1, it is divided into two parts, and it is fall on lens number 2. Here is the sample of unknown compound. Here you can put the any organic or any compound. Then this light is passed through the compound and fall on it. Then light is separated into 4 parts or more than 4 parts, and it is fall on the lens number 3rd. After crossover lens 3rd, it is fall on the photo multiplier instrument. In photo multiplier instrument, after accepting the types of frequency, they send the lines of band to the amplifier. Amplify the waves and frequency and send the signal to the recorder. Recorder accept the types of wavelength and frequency and send the signal to the plotters. Plotters, you can imagine just like a printer. Okay, so printer give the types of signals for the bond, that is single bond, double bond or triple bond, and it is also used for the types of functional group. Suppose we can take an carbonyl. So if we got a peak 1710 centimeter inverse 1, a peak, this peak is known as carbonyl group peak. So finally you can detect in unknown organic compound having present a carbonyl functional group. For the detection of multiple bond, we can use the UV visible spectrophotometer, through which we can detect the types of bond, maybe single bond, maybe double bond, or maybe triple bond present in any unorganic compound. We can detect through this instrument, and this instrument is called invisible spectrophotometer, or just like the same IR spectrophotometer. So, the last topic, what are the application of invisible and IR spectroscopy? So, first of all, the application is, first application, identification of bond, maybe single bond, maybe double bond, and maybe triple bond. Second is bacterial containing substance. We can find out the types of bacteria presenting any unknown substances. Third is drug identification. Is very good example for the detection of drug identification. So third is how will you detect the drugs which is unknown. And fourth application is nucleic acid purity. Types of purity is detected through invisible spectrophotometer and through IR spectrophotometer. The fifth point is it is also used in beverage industries. Beverage. Are you know about the beverage? That is pay. How to drink little like rum, whiskey, types of drink. That is beverage industries. When डिटेक्शन करने के लिए हम इस स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमीटर का यूज करते हैं. लास्ट केमिकल रिसर्च में यदि आपको केमिस्ट्री में रिसर्च करना है तो इस इंस्ट्रूमेंट की जरूरत होगी. यदि आप ऑर्गेनिक में या फिजिकल में या इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री में या इन्वायरमेंटल केमिस्ट्री में पीएचडी कर रहे हैं तो केमिकल एनालिसिस के लिए यूवी विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी, आईआर स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी और एमआर स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी का यूज करेंगे. क्लियर? राइट नाउ आईआर से एक बार रिपीट कर रहा हूं. आईआर स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी से क्या निकालते हैं? किसी भी अनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड में या किसी भी कंपाउंड में मौजूद फंक्शनल ग्रुप क्या मौजूद है उसको हम आईआर स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमीटर से निकाल रहे हैं. इनविजिबल स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमीटर से क्या निकालते हैं? टाइप्स ऑफ बॉन्ड कैसा प्रेजेंट है. मे बी सिंगल बॉन्ड, मे बी डबल बॉन्ड और मे बी ट्रिपल बॉन्ड. यू कैन कैलकुलेट थ्रू द इनविजिबल स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमीटर. राइट? हैविंग एनी डाउट और एनी क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द स्टूडेंट? No. Okay. I remember all these things again. So, thank you.